shall your municipality look at sharing services with neighboring municipalities, or in some cases a specific borough? And what's going to happen is, if it's approved, and it was approved last year by 2 municipalities, Holworth and Demarest, and in fact Maywood had one on by looking to share with Rochelle Park, but Rochelle Park wasn't an active participant. So what's going to happen is the Department of Community Affairs will sit down and work with these municipalities and look towards sharing services. So we really feel it's a first step.
That's definitely a positive step too.
Right.
Now, what about some of the accomplishments so far? I know that there is a list, and tell us about some of the accomplishments already in Bergen County.
Sure. When we talked about police departments earlier, what I've been doing since 2003 is working with municipalities in terms of not the police officers, but the dispatch services or the 911 responses. So for instance, if you're in Ridgefield or Ridgefield Park or some other southeastern Bergen County towns, you're going to hit 911 and you're going to get a county employee picking up the phone asking where the emergency is, and that will they'll dispatch in some towns to where the accident occurs or where it is, and there's a savings there. Rather than have 13 towns all employ these employees, it's going to be one central unit. Now we're rolling it out almost county-wide, and it's very popular, and there's almost a capacity issue because of how successful it is, and that's sharing services at its best.
That's awesome. And also I see the construction of public work facilities as one of the other accomplishments. What's happening with that?
Interestingly, we have 70 municipalities, and public works is an important aspect, and Cliffside Park in Fairview stepped up with the county support, and they're looking to share a building at this point and share other facilities in terms of actually working in the future with their public works department, and there's going to be a cost savings there.
So it sounds like it's going to be a win-win for everybody. It's just a matter of ironing out the bumps.
Right, and also keeping it under control in terms of spending and making sure it doesn't get too big. And we realize there's people out there that say, well, you know, a small town is efficient if you're comparing it to larger cities, but it's very difficult to make a comparison for a small borough compared to Jersey City or Newark with 300,000 residents.
Right, and that's where those feasibility studies are going to really help out too, you know, when you can really look at the whole big picture.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Well, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to be right back with Bergen County Executive Dennis McNerney right after these messages. Stay with us. Welcome back to Meet the Leaders. I'm Debbie Duhame, and I'm here with Bergen County Executive Dennis McNerney, and we're talking about shared services, something that is really of great interest to people across Bergen County. What about school districts? Is there a way that we can save with the school districts?
Absolutely, and what's actually happening this year we have about 76 school districts in Bergen County, if you include the technical high school and the special services and the charter school. So we have more school districts than municipalities. And what's happening is the state legislature and the governor are actually called for ending school districts that don't have buildings. So 2 school districts are going to be merged. That's going to be Rockley, which is going to merge with neighboring Northvale.
And how many students right now are on Rockley that have to go over to Northvale? Roughly? Yeah,
roughly about 20. So they already go to the Northvale K through 8, and then they go to another high school at the county.
So it makes sense to merge them.
And Teterboro is very small, about 40 residents and only about 5 students, and they have a relationship with South Hackensack, and they're going to finalize it and go to Hasbrook Heights. And that's a 1-year trial to see how that works.
And what else can we expect with the schools? What other changes?
Well, and then what's the bigger initiative is all school districts that are not K through 12 are going to have to, in the future, and in 2010 it's going to start with a series of them, they're going to have to go, the voters are going to have to go in and vote if they should merge into a neighboring K through 12 school district or become their own school district. So Edgewater sends their students to Leonia High School. So Edgewater is a K through 12 school district, K through 8. They're going to have to vote in the future, should they create their own K through 12, create their own high school, or merge their entire school district into Leonia or to a neighboring municipality.
Now, how does this, do you have to work with the superintendents? How does this actually happen?
The state legislature actually created a county executive school superintendent, which has oversight over these types of programs. And a number of municipalities are struggling with their neighboring the programs that they're in now. So Oradell and River Edge have issues with their joint high school, Riverdale High School, and some people want to succeed and create their own K through 12 school district. The others want to create one big 2-town K through 12 school district.
Now,